Today I'm going to be sharing some of my new releases and showing you one really fun card that I hope you are inspired to try. Hey everyone, it's Cathy Zielske. Welcome back to my channel and my studio. To see those products and the card projects, stick around. That video is coming up next. Let's go ahead and take a look at the new releases. So here are the three products I have out today at Simon Says Stamp. And the first product I have is called the Tree Plate. This is a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, so US A2 sized metal plate designed to cut out some trees. Now, of course, this would make perfect sense for the holidays, but you can use trees for pretty much anything you want to create. However, the other two pieces I have today are more geared towards the holidays, and this is called the Tree Plate Greetings. So this is a little 3 by 4 set that has seasonal greetings that are designed to work. You can fit them in between the plate, or you can take coordinating dies to cut out almost all of the greetings and the little tree as you see fit for a card. The other piece I have here, this is the CZ Design Holiday Trio 1, and I will show you what these look like. So we have Jolly, Jingle, and Ho. So you can make multiple Ho's. But the idea of this particular style of font is if you rotate it 24.7 degrees, okay, you don't really need a protractor for that. But if you do, you're going to have a really cool upward angle. You can use them any way you like, but I set them up that way so that you could create and enjoy. And they're a nice size. They're not too small and they're not too big. So I'm going to show you a few things that I made with these, but then one of the samples, I'm going to show you how I made that card. So let's take a look at those. First little cutie I wanted to show you is a tag I made using 3 of the Ho's, Ho, 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 and I used one of my CZ Design tags, the nested tag sets, put a few little sprinkles on, and look at that fun embossing folder. I love an embossed tag, and I think this is called Twinkling Snowflakes. I will have everything linked for you in the description, but that's just a little tag that I made using the Holiday Trio 1. The card that I am going to be making today uses the tree plate, beautiful little sprinkles, and I'm going to show you a way to mask off so that you can get gradient trees on every single tree. I love how this turned out. So that is the project that I'm going to show you today. I also wanted to show you a shaker card that I made, and I have another video coming very soon to show you how easy it is to create little compartmentalized grids so that your little shakers have all the same openings. That is another project that is coming, but those are the basics, right? The stamps, coordinating dies are on the back. And now let's go ahead and get into the card project for today, which is going to be this one. And I will show you how that comes together. Let's get into the project. For this card, I am going to be creating with my new basic CZ Design tree plate. This is such a simple plate. It makes trees, and I am going to ink blend with these 3 colors. I love aspen, sage, and pine, and so those are the colors. But what I want to do is do some bands of blending first before I cut this. And so I need to measure something. So what I'm going to do is, let's see, where do I want to put the notes on here? I want it to be, oh my goodness. Okay, 1 right here and 1 right here. I think that's going to give me the separation and division that I need. And that way I know where to mask and blend. So I'm just bringing in my craft tacky mat here for the center, and I will pop this down now that I know. And again, I'm just going to double check here. If I lay this down and I take my ruler, and this time I'm going to take my long ruler and go like that, that's right across there, and that's right across there. And the reason I want to do this, let's get this up here, is because I want to isolate as I blend. So I'm going to bring in, these are actually some things that are designed to go into a stamp wheel. But what's cool about them is you can use them to reuse and cover up, well, let's see, like that, parts of your paper that you don't want instead of using Post-it notes. It's just like a, like a thing you can do. And so I am going to start by blending across, and I'm going to speed this up a little and we'll see how these different bands come together. So I'm starting at the top with the lightest color, Aspen, and just going to have a nice wash of that and get my color started. Now you could do this with rainbow colors. It would be fantastic with that. But bringing in the mid-tone right there to fill in basically this row of color. And then you just bring in the darkest color and add it at the base. Well, pretty cool, huh? And that's it. And then you repeat. So you lift, you move the masks, and you start again. It's pretty easy to do. And it just gives you, instead of having to ink blend each tree individually, this gives you that ability to do the full wash at once. And I think it's time saving and gives you a more even set of blended trees. Now here I actually came in with the sage first and then did the pine, but you know what? It looks fine. It turned out great. And I thought, I'm not starting again. The darkest trees will be in the bottom row. And that's that. Super easy to do. All right, let's cut this out. So here I've got this right on my mat. I am using my metal shim in here. I'll angle it a bit. We're going to get it right lined up where it needs to be, like that. Well, here's the thing. If I line it up perfectly, I'm not going to use the negative space, but the negative space will actually help me to line this up. So there we go. Let's cut this out. Ooh, there we go. So there are my trees. Now I'm going to leave them in place for a second because I want to use this as a template. Well, let's see. Let's slide you off here. As long as I keep them in order, we're going to be fine. So let's go. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Now, I guess I could have left them in there and glued them that way, but it's all going to make sense. Let me get my note card prepared so that I can show you how I plan to finish this out. I will prepare a top folding US A2 note card. And get my bone folder here and just give that a nice press. My edge is a little ragged. You know, this is a little trick. If you ever cut a note card and you didn't quite get a perfect cut, you can either trim off a little or just run your Teflon bone folder, and it really does smooth out the edges. Now, let's get this ready to rumble. I thought about adding snow to the trees, but then I had another plan that I'm very excited about because I've been wanting to use this particular product for a while. So all I'm going to do here is use this template to help me line up the trees. And honestly, if I just take, let's see, do I have a magnet? I do. If I just I don't know, hold one there, put one here for a second, that's just going to hold it in place. And then I want to pop these up. So I'm going to speed this up. I'm going to do it one at a time. And I'm going to use also, where's my liquid glue? A little bit of liquid glue here. And I'm going to pop these all into place using this as my template. All right, let's go. Now I realize if I had left everything in place, I could have put saran wrap, or what's that called? Press and seal on the back to hold it all in place, flip it over, and add the foam squares that way. That is an option. Do you know what I'm talking about? Where you kind of do it all at once. But here's the thing. I kind of wanted control over each tree, and I knew I was going to put a thicker foam square on. And sometimes for me, when I go to line up something that's all one piece and try to glue it, if you miss, you miss, and it's terrible and you feel awful. I didn't want to risk it. So that's why I'm doing it one at a time. I'm enjoying the process, but this is so easy to just pop your trees in. And as you will see, as soon as everything's placed, then all you have to do is just lift it up and you'll have a beautiful set of trees floating on your panel. So that's why I did it like this. All right, let's get ready for the reveal. So that is, again, one way to line things up. And as soon as you know that your liquid glue has not shifted, then you just carefully work this off. It shouldn't be too hard, like it's going to come up probably pretty easily. And if it doesn't, you can just cut it in places. But I really did like line these up. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. It's so cute. All right, so now the magnets serve their purpose. There are times, let's get you guys out of the way, where I really do like having magnets on my table. But here, I am going to speed this up a little so that you can just see some of the placement of my ornament dots. And let's see, I need to, what's that? Things are falling apart. Okay, I need to put some of these all in here so I have lots to choose from, all sizes, and I'm going to prepare my glue tip. Let's see here. All right, and I'm just gonna work my way through and add some dots. So I just ordered these recently from Gina K Designs, and I had seen her use these iridescent dots on a holiday card project she created, had to try them, and I thought, these are going to be so cute on these trees. And you know what? They are. It's a different kind of confetti, right? They're flat, they're little circular discs, but it just adds so much. Now, this isn't a card I would mass produce by any stretch of the imagination because, there's a lot of work that's gone into it, even though it is a really simple design. Sometimes simple designs do take time. I speed things up just because I find this stuff is a little repetitive, and I think you know what I'm doing here, but it was really fun just to place the little dots of glue first, right? Pick out the perfect little colors and pop them in. And I love this result. I think it's shiny. It's so pretty. It looks so different too, depending on how the light hits it. But that is how I added all of these beautiful little bulbs, if you will, to my tree. So, so cute. Now, I'm not going to lie, this is a labor of love, but look at how cute that is. I've been wanting to have these iridescent dots, and I don't think you would mass produce this, but I think this is my favorite card so far of the holiday season. All right, let me pick out a cute greeting because all of these greetings will work with this charming little set. And honestly, you could even leave it blank, but let me get a couple ready to show you how I can finish out this card. So I cut a few different ones out, but I decided that I thought this looked the prettiest, the happiest of holidays. Now here's the thing, these are small, not all of them, but some of them are very small. So like you could put this right onto the plate itself if you were just using, well, where is the opening? I'll show you. These are designed to fit, in between if that is what you would like to do. But really, my thought was they would be on top of the trees, or you could only use a few trees. You wouldn't have to do what I'm doing. But I think, honestly, well, do I want to have that in the center? I don't know. I really like that. Or do I like the happy holidays? And I kind of like that you could do it off to one side. Oh my gosh. Now I can't decide. But I think we'll have a little bit of that right at the base so that this will touch all three trees. It doesn't slide very well because of the, you know what I mean? And just have that there. Or do I want to just have it there? I think I do. I'm going to have it offset. I think that's really cute. All right, let's glue it down. And you can do that, right? You don't have to have, wait, let's figure out where the glue's going to go. Glue can go in more places than not because wherever it doesn't touch will be fine. And let's just pop that on where it makes contact, right in the center branch, like that. And I will just let that sit here until it has a chance, is that straight, to adhere. And now that this is glued into place, and I like that slight offset, look at how pretty that is. I know many of you out there may have my Inside Greetings Holiday stamp set, which I designed earlier this year for the holidays. There are coordinating dies, of course, if you want to cut things out, but any of these are meant to go on the inside. And one of the things that I do in a lot of my sets is I use common type styles. So see this little scripty here? You could use this scripty or this scripty or this scripty because they match. It's also the same font as the ones that aren't script, but it's just the regular version of that font. So I think I'm going to go Warmest Thoughts and Best Wishes for a Christmas That's Magical and Blessed. So let me take that out. Now, of course, here I could bring out my Misty, or I could say, you know what, Kath, you can just use a block. Let's use a block, shall we? I'll use my little stamp conditioner. And here I will use one of the inks that you know what? I think I'm going to do the pine, because the pine I think is such a nice deep color. And then all I have to do is open my card. I'm going to take that little bit of tape out and I will hold it open. This is another time that I really enjoy the magnets because I can just keep it open. Take my pine ink. I guess I'll go this way. I think I'll do fine. You know what? No, do I need to stand up? I don't think I need to stand up. Well, maybe I need to, do I need to sample stamp this? I don't have a scrap paper around. So I'm just going to put it right in the center. Press, hold it down, let it transfer, and release. That looks pretty good. So, warmest thoughts and best wishes for a Christmas that's magical and blessed, with the same ink on the inside as I used for the trees. And that is the finished card project. Now, there's not much to talk about in terms of a design review, because really what we have here is pure symmetry. You have every one of those quadrants filled, right, from my grid. We just decided to say, hey, I'm going to pop that little greeting right there. I like that off to the side. You could center it too, but I just really thought that was fun. And these colors, they are so pretty. I love the dots. Labor of love, totally worth it. You can find links to all of the products I used in today's video in the YouTube description box. I'll have a blog post as well, so be sure to check that out too. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, I'd love to have you, so please hit that subscribe button and be sure to hit the notification bell so that you don't miss the next time I post. Here is another video you might be interested in checking out, and I'll see you in that clip. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day.